Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to look into what happiness means, and does this actually exclude sadness? Does this exclude anything else? Does this exclude that when we have been on this journey, right? Does it mean that I have to show up a certain way? I want to give us a little bit of an understanding on how this can look like. And so to also give you some kind of a relief, right? Because it's not about I need to show up happy and all the time smiley faces and only laughter is allowed and nothing really hard or, nothing like this anymore can exist after our healing path or journey whatsoever. I believe there is the trick, right? There is the trick. And so I wanna dive into this today. My name is Patricia. I'm a life coach and I help you to laser focus on who you are and remember who you are. Releasing all the old, releasing what is holding you back, your limiting beliefs. Learn that you are living right now some patterns that are not good for you anymore and that need an upgrade. And they can only upgrade when you are aware of them, when you are raising questions, when you are doing this inner work. Then you can actually start to live the life you want and not someone else has created before you, okay? With this said, if you're totally new, then I would love if you would subscribe to this video or to this channel. I would also really appreciate if you're new, comment in the text box below in the comment section and say hi, tell me where are you from, let us know that you are here. And with this said, let's start into today's little talk, right? So I got my coffee already. Grab yours. It really got into my my routine kind of thing that I'm enjoying these little breaks with you and having you on this channel and sharing some kind of insights where I kind of feel like, listen, this is something that I really need you to go a little deeper, because there are many people who have similar questions, and those kind of questions I'm trying to pull together and put them into a video that actually supports you, not only on just right now, but like share it, share the message. And not necessarily my video, but share and tell other people how healing can actually be beneficial for them, how it can help and support them on the long run. Share your knowledge, because you do have knowledge that you are gaining that you are gaining over the years. And so it would be such a shame if no one would know that you may have a perfect idea on how this can be executed, right? How can you share something so important that needs to be just said in your words, right? And with this said, happiness is an inside job. It is here to tell you once again that being happy from inside out doesn't mean that we are not sad, doesn't mean that we are never frustrated, or that we are enlightened and, I don't know, at the blissful state for forever, right? It just means that the path we are following is guided by our heart, is guided by love, is guided by what brings us joy, what brings love into this world. And the more we are creating this kind of inner peace, right? You may remember my own story where I was always having panic attacks and I was kind of trying to fit in, and it never really worked. And I tried to be someone I wasn't, and it got so exhausting for me and my body that eventually I just had to stop everything, and I had to really restart my whole system to gain new access to myself and to spirit, of course. And it was really, really hard. And so when we are looking into happiness, when we are looking into what really makes us happy, this is very individual, right? Now, there are certain aspects where people really think that this needs to look a certain way, right? We need to be a certain way to be happy. Like happiness looks like this or like that, or this is the framework. I believe that happiness is something that you discover for yourself. I believe that happiness is something that you learn by simply being who you are, because that alone is making you happy. Showing up for yourself makes us happy. Laughing about who we are and where we stand and not taking everything so serious, that is what makes us smile and shine. And this is not to say that there is no hardship anymore. That is not to say that sometimes we don't want to cry. That to say is that we are okay to feel it all. You see, when we are feeling it all, when we are allowing it in, then we are also not afraid to feel that, because we understand that feelings, or I have to say emotions, okay? Emotions, not feelings. Emotions are temporary. So when we have a temporary emotion and we feel kind of sad, we deep inside know that this is just like a wave coming in, but we know things are changing again, because this is the wheel of life, right? There is never only a high, there is a high and a low, and this is so that life can actually move through us, right? Because if there is no low, you're not really creating something new. If there is always the high, you're getting burned out, because the high itself needs a lot of energy, so you have to eventually drop again. So it goes in circles. And when you understand this part, then you also know that you're never standing in one side only. You're always standing in both. You're never only in the happiness flow, and you're never only in the sad flow, or in the being afraid flow, right? So you're moving your life constantly. And when you're starting to feel and dancing with that flow, with that wave kind of thing, right? Like a surfer, when you start to be really good at it, you start to notice how emotions are impacting you, how things are changing your life for the better or for the other one. And that to say, there is not really such a thing like positive and negative whatsoever, or like good and bad. But there are like poles, which is, let's say, more beneficial and maybe more in a hardship, or more in that kind of area. And so I wouldn't say that an experience necessarily is something joyful or bad, but I would definitely say that you can choose most often if you want to go rather in this direction or in that direction. And the more you are aware, the more you are understanding your being, the more you see, hey, is this something I want to explore? Yes or no, right? And you start to choose. Every single time you choose for yourself, you make yourself more happy. And you understand, even in the deepest sadness, that this is just a temporary feeling, and you start to accept that fact fully, and you start to just integrate that, right? it feels really good when you start to realize that, emotions come and go, and it's on you to do the ride on the flow where you want to go in life, because it's a huge ocean. It's huge, so you cannot really miss something, and if you miss something, there is another thing coming in, because that's life, right? That's life. So with this said, thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comment section, what are your takeaways from this video? And with this said, have a wonderful day, and we speak soon.